Welcome to the Enlightened Voice. Stay high, my friend.
Hey, how you doing? Welcome to another segment of Host Talks where we got a special guest on the channel today. Would you like to introduce yourself, my brother?
Hiiit3k.
Ooh.
But today we're gonna be both Hiiit3k and HiiiPlants.
Ooh, you feel me? Exclusive drops. All right, so we got questions, we got statements. We want to know what's up, baby. You feel me? All right, so the first thing is that I would like to know. Fuck the people. I was gonna say what the people want to know, but personally, I want to know like where did the name come from? Both names, honestly, Hiiit3k and HiiiPlants.
So Hiiit3k came about after I realized like I smoke way too much. I'm always high, and like my family, pictures, all that shit, eyes low, all of them. It's just I'm always high. But the tech part is more so like important because I've been fucking with computers, technology, and shit since like elementary school. I've been building computers, fixing people computers, screens, games, programming since elementary. That's thanks to my
Fuck
stuff.
you been at? Because the only thing I know in this fucking
that cartridge shit, bro.
you feel me, baby? The CD, the cartridge.
No. My stuff over here like this little CD buffer shit that I got the scratches and shit out. Niggas was like real tech.
See, I seen that, but I never bought that shit because I was like, you know what, boy, I ain't got time for it.
Stuff over looked out.
That's fucking dope. All right, y'all heard it here, baby. I'm trying to tell you. The fucking tech, the plants, this is what we doing. We also got a lyric from one of your motherfucking songs, baby. I'm gonna see if you can guess it off the top of your head, and then I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's cause you was already dropping hints that you were HiiiPlants and as Hiiit3k. We got a pound, bitch. I grew.
You talking about shooters on the roof?
Oh, you got it. Shooters on the roof. I got shooters on the roof. Yeah. If I get savvy enough, I'll add like that audio into this real quick, and then. But you know me, I ain't that. We ain't tech, baby. Yeah, I do, because it's us. Go listen to Shooters on the Roof, baby. Shout out that. If I can, I'll tag. Is that on YouTube? Then I can send it. I can send
that
people to it.
Everywhere.
Hey, all platforms, baby. All right. So now we're gonna move to a little bit more of the HiiiPlant situation. What is your favorite strain
Of mine's or like
of yours? If you could pick any strain in the world, I'm talking about any strain, ones you've had, ones you haven't had. I guess you've had to have it to know what it does, at least for my thing. So yeah, ones you've had anywhere in the world.
My plug from like back then used to stay with forbidden fruit.
Ooh.
And like I love that shit. I would cash out faithfully for fucking forbidden fruit.
Really?
Bro, the taste, that tropical taste, that smooth gassy hit, and you still choking on it. Bro, and a high be so long. These highs be so short, bro. But that high was just like so long.
That's another thing that we can definitely talk about. Because I was like, do you think it's because of the breeding of cookies in most things? Like, because I feel like when you look into most genetics, especially genetics that are booming, you can find Sunset Sherb, you can find Girl Scout cookies, you can find like some gelato in there. And do you think those strains breed like, I guess, shortened effects versus maybe something like a Chem Dog or like a Black Afghan, something, or maybe some land races type situation?
No.
No?
I really think it is because, like, if you think about it, all of that shit that you just named, in a sense, has been, like, commercialized. So, when you got commercialized shit, you got to make it, like, the best or, like, the most potent or whatever the fuck that is. So, you start cutting out certain characteristics versus if, like, you grew it the natural way that shit was. How fucking long is fall in the natural setting?
6 weeks.
Niggas be cutting that shit short in like the flowering time, and then like they also harvest shit like when it's fully the trichomes and shit fully milky cloudy. That's when you get like the most THC and like that fucking dumbass high. When you let some of those trichomes get amber, you get some of that couch lock in there. I think that shit lasts longer. Like outside with diesel and shit back then.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. I can definitely see that. So, to segue into the next question, what is your favorite strain to grow?
My favorite strain to grow right now, because I can really beat up on it too, and she like take and just do whatever, and still come back flourishing, would have to be the blueberry muffins from Ethos, and that bag seed of biscotti that I've had for so long.
Ooh,
Like
that's my favorite strain. Thin Mint biscotti, baby.
that biscotti, you can beat up on her outdoors, indoors.
Yeah.
She resilient.
Trust me, I know, babe. We've had her. We've seen how she can do in some other settings too. Woo, looking crazy.
Yeah.
All right, so you said now, how does the music and the weed tie together for you? Like, how does Hiiit3k and HiiiPlants tie together?
I'm always smoking.
Okay.
So back then, before I started growing in like knowing genetics and even the information I have on weed now, I was just, yo, my man's, let me get this half a baby, whatever, right now. They can't really tell me what it is, so like I'm taking chances of, am I gonna be up or down in this studio? And that shit has become important. So like I gotta grow shit specifically for me to like, all right, I'm up. I can rap to this. Like my mind isn't foggy. I can fully concentrate on this shit and actually get that shit done.
Okay.
Versus if I smoke like, what the fuck was that shit? Damn, I don't even remember the strain. Matter of fact, if I smoke a indica, like any indica for the matter of fact, as long as that shit is like a true indica and you got that real myrcene in it and I'm coming down, I'm not doing shit. not doing shit. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch some TV with my girl, and we gonna roll up and fall asleep until one of us like, hey, it's time to go upstairs.
That definitely makes sense, though. That's what it's designed to do.
Yeah. This shit is herbal medication.
So mainly you're saying that generally, because of the lack of knowledge, what I'm always saying, but because of the lack of knowledge, and you would like to know how you're going to feel, that is what inspired you to generally start growing. And then, you know, when you're in the studio, you'll have you'll know what mindset you're in.
Nah, what made me start growing was I always had like a green thumb, thanks to my mother.
Okay.
Always in the backyard planting shit, growing shit, rose bushes, fruits, vegetables, all that. All that shit that make you like, yo, I'm supposed to be outside with my friends, but instead you really learning shit at that time. My man's copping weed from just random people. His shit was lace, fent. Worst experience I didn't ever. You like, bro, you dying off a blunt, and it's not even a real blunt. And then when you think about it, it's a herb. This shit is hella simple. It's a plant. It's a weed plant. That shit just grows pretty much as long as you water it. There's not much that you really need to do to that shit. It's so fucking simple. Do your own shit. It's a seed. It baffles me that the shit is illegal and it literally comes from a seed. A seed.
Well, that's because of political actions.
Exactly. But like, bro, you gonna tell me I can't grow this plant? I can't naturally cultivate on this earth what the earth has gave me.
True. It does start to get a little rocky when you look at it. I mean, especially when you look at the history of it. Yeah, you're right. I mean,
it's a seed. I literally put this shit in the ground the same way we do with food.
There's actually I don't know the drug, but there's a tree in, I want to say Colombia. Correct me if I'm wrong, you guys. But in Colombia or somewhere in South America that I think it's scopolamine, and it naturally grows. It's a powder that you can like blow into someone's face, and they are much more susceptible to suggestion. So like I could literally tell you go.
So you're telling me that the earth has provided all of the necessary resources to help people through medical problems. And yet we're having this huge thing of opioids and commercialized medications that people really can't afford, and it come with hella side effects. Like they read fast as shit and disclaimers for niggas really not to catch.
Very true. Very true.
But you can go outside into this area that you just named. You can book a flight for about probably a year's worth of this medication that they trying to prescribe to you. Probably half of that. You could book that flight and go over there and just.
Yeah. Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think it's like shut down or anything. Like if you know what you're looking for, yeah. Like it's probably some stipulations with that, but
I'm just saying, it's crazy that the shit that's naturally here is like, in a sense, banned, which is ultimately going to be our demise because like you want to change this natural shit with technology.
They want to recreate.
They
don't want to
It's
change it. They
just
want
like
to recreate.
it's being exploited for a money hunger cause.
Yes and no. So I'll give you. They are because of course always the industry is looking towards to make money in situations like that. But their basis behind it is that it's cleaner. Like if you can. So I'm like I said, I'm a salt boy. So at the end of the day,
scientists' minds.
Yeah,
Scientists with a conscience in the background mixing and shit. But other than that, their investors be like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
money.
you right.
Right
so
now.
they'll cut the corners to get through what they need to get.
You want to take
but
longer.
I don't. That's why I don't like condemning science with, just them because it's not
It's
us.
not bad. It's just that like every good thing, niggas find a way to exploit it, and you shit on the little people.
All right, to dial this and rein this back in with the new, I would say, regulations of rec coming. How does that make you feel as a grower? How does that make you feel as a patient? And are you excited for it?
I'm definitely excited for it.
Okay.
Honestly, doing this shit so long, as far as the black market sense, I'm definitely grateful that this shit is like going where it should be. Hopefully, like it won't be long until this shit is like federally legalized. So that's another thing. But
a whole other thing.
As far as me feeling as a patient, I now get to real trial and error. You telling me I can grow my own medicine and compare it to yours, see what you're saying about yours,
Ooh, I
and
didn't
then
even
cross
think
it
about
against
that.
mine.
I didn't even think about those aspects.
It's like I don't want to take your shit. The little test trial shit that they pay people for, nigga. You can test trial with your own grown shit. You get your own what's a popular strain?
Ice cream cake. Ice cream cake is something that you could always.
You get your own ice cream cake and you compare it to Evermore's or who else got ice cream cake?
Modern
Sunmed.
Flower, Sunmed.
Compared to all of it, you see that they all grow that shit differently. So like ice cream cake comes differently, depending on how you grow it. Now you grow it to like the shit that you want. You want more of a immersing feel. I don't know how you're gonna get that.
So sorry about that. We had some little bit of technical difficulties. My phone was basically about to die for real. So we're back at it now, and we only really had one more question for HiiiTech/HiiiPlants for y'all. What are your future projects that you got going on in the workings right now, and what are your future plans?
So as far
Before
as
you answer that, what is this again?
that's a backseat of some ice cream cake.
Okay, God, this is cool. I fuck with this. All right, go ahead. Listen.
See that? Yeah, don't sleep on the backseats, bro.
No, this is what I be telling people before you answer your question. Son, I be telling people every staple strain that has came and taken over the game has been what? A fucking bag seed. From ChemDog, I got on my other video somebody claiming that they created OG Kush and shit like that, but like ChemDog, Sour Diesels, all of those, like I wanna say no, it's not Girl Scout cookies because that came from farm and shit like that. But there's like a bunch of bag seeds in the world. I think Z was one, if I'm not mistaken. But regardless to what, amazing genetics have come from bag seeds. So I don't know why people fuck with them. But yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
Future plans and projects.
As far as high tech, I gotta get more visuals out. So that's gonna be like the first thing I do. Since I done already took the month of April off for like agricultural purposes and shit like that. This month in June, videos, content, or just like
music videos,
content in general. Because you know, HiiiPlants gotta have content on the page too. So
You feel me? We can always review it on. We're gonna definitely review some HiiiPlants over on the channel. You feel me?
I gotta do that. And yeah, music. I got a couple projects that I'm working on with a couple artists in the city, so you'll see that. I got my own shit. And if you really locked in, you know, you'll see some artists that I'm working with that's not here in the city, that's in other states and shit like that.
Hey, tell the people where they can find you at, brother.
You can find HiiiPlants at HIII, that's 3 I's, dot plants 2, because they took the first one.
Instagram.
That shit was gay. You can find High Tech at HIII.T3K.
Both of these will be down in the description below, so y'all ain't gotta do too much work, cause y'all know y'all lazy. So I'm gonna tag both of these Instagrams down there. I'm gonna also tag your Apple Music as well, so people can, you know, rock out with your stuff like that. But as always, y'all, stay high, my friends.